In continuation to the previous topic, excretory products and elimination, the next DPP, that is daily practice problems, is from chapter number 20, locomotion and movement. In this chapter, the first question in front of you is, which ion is essential for muscle contraction? Already we know that Ca2 plus ions, that is calcium plus ions, is essential for the muscle contraction, and these are responsible for that muscle contraction in the body, which are exhibited from the sarcoplasm as a result of their coming out from sarcoplasm, from the muscle contraction and expansion take place. So here the answer for this particular chapter will be, for this question is already the calcium plus ions. So here for the muscle contraction, the calcium ions are responsible for that functionality. Here the answer is calcium ion C. Next, elbow joint is an example of. So in order to understand the different types of joints, already you know about elbow joint joints are the hike. If you remember this is the most repeated question. H stands for the hinge joint that is present. HI stands for the hinge. K stands for the knee that is present in the knee bone. E stands for the elbow. So here the answer for the elbow joint is hinge joint. Answer A. Two of the body parts which do not appear in MRI may be A. Molar teeth and islands, scapula and canines, ligaments and ribs, tendons and premolar. Scapula is the bone present on the back side of the body, which cannot be seen in the MRI scanning. And it is also the canine teeth, the teeth which are meant for cutting and tearing the food. This cannot be these images cannot be shown by this scapula and canines, scapula and this. Next, which of the following is made up of a single bone in male? A. Dentary, B. Hyoid, C. Upper jaw, all of these. So when you look onto this particular question, here we have 29 bones, that is 6 here, 14 in the upper region, skull region 8, 14 plus 8, 22, 22 plus 6, 28 plus 1, 29. So it is the hyoid bone or lower jaw will be having only the single bone. Intercostal muscles are found attached with the diaphragm, ribs, pleura and lungs. So intercostal muscles are present inside of the ribs, which are near to the lungs. So we know that the answer for this is ribs consist of intercostal muscles. Answer is B. Ball and socket joint is found between ball and socket joint. Already you know it is found between the humerus and olecranon fossa or olecranon process. Humerus and pectoral girdle. So it is present here, humerus and the pectoral girdle, where olecranon fossa is near to that. So here the answer for this is present in the humerus region, and olecranon process, olecranon and pectoral girdle. Option is D. Coming on to the which of the following is a contractile muscle. Seventh one, which of the following is a contractile protein of a muscle. So when you look onto this contractile protein of a muscle, you can see that myosin, tropomyosin, actin and tubulin. Tubulin are present in the different tubular structures. Myosin is a heavy component which has the contractile nature. Tropomyosin and actin are the light colored filaments, and they are help in the muscle contraction. So here the answer will be myosin A. Myofibrils are made up of myosin and actin, myosin and tropionin, myosin and tropionin, myosin and tropionin, actin and tropomyosin, all the above components. So myofibrils are the part of all the myosin, actin, tropionin and tropomyosin. So all the above components are having these components. Next, which of the following is the correct matching of three items and their grouping category? Ilium, ischium, pubis, coxal bones of pelvic girdle, actin, myosin, rhodopsin, muscle proteins, cytosine, uracil, thiamine, pyramidons, malus, incus, cochlea, ear, ossicles. So you need to find the correct matching of the three items and their grouping category. The ninth one, when you see ilium, ischium, pubis, these are the fused bones present in the coxal region of the pelvic girdle. Actin, myosin, rhodopsin is a pigment present in the eye. Cytosine, uracil and thiamine, they are the pyramidon. Thiamine is a vitamin. Those two are the pyramidons, but it is a wrong option because thiamine is one of the vitamins. Malus, incus, steps is correct, but malus incus are the bones, cochlea is the hearing hearing part. So they are not, that is also wrong. Only A option in ilium, ischium and pubis is the right answer, and they are concerned to the pubic bone. Next, the number of floating ribs in the human body is 12 pairs. 11th and 12th is the floating ribs. There are 2 pairs. 10th one is 2 pairs. That is D option. So D option. 2 pairs, that is 11th and 12th pairs are called as floating ribs. Select the correct statement regarding regarding the specific disorder of muscular or skeletal system. Myasthenia myasthenia gravis is a autoimmune disorder and which inhibits sliding of myosin. The muscles will remain in the contracted state only. Gout, inflammation of joints due to extra deposition of calcium. Gout is because of inflammation only, but that is not because of calcium. And muscular dystrophy, age related shortening of muscles. Muscular dystrophy is concerned to the age relating shortening of muscles is because of that is general factor and it is not muscular dystrophy. Osteoporosis, decrease in the bone mass and higher chances of fractures with advancing age. Osteoporosis in the female, this will be the probable right answer because that is occurs because of the following things. So D option. The sensation of fatigue in muscles after prolonged strenuous physical work is caused by a decrease in the supply of oxygen, minor wear and tear of muscle fibers, the depletion of glucose, the accumulation of lactic acid. So here the accumulation of lactic acid will lead to the prolonged Duncan muscular dystrophy. So, the prolonged strenuous exercise, there will be accumulation of lactic acid. Accumulation of lactic acid. Synovial fluid is found in A. Cranial cavity, B. Spinal cavity, C. Immovable joints, D. Freely movable joints. Synovial fluid is present, already we know that it is present in the freely movable joints, that is D option. Humerus differs from the femur in having sigmoid notch, trochanter, deltoid ridge, none of these. So the humerus differs from the femur in having the deltoid ridge. So there is a specific ridge present in the and differentiates the humor with the femur bone. That is deltoid ridge, deltoid ridge, deltoid ridge. The most abundant mineral in human body is already we know that calcium is the most abundant mineral present in the body, responsible for muscle contraction. Ankle joint is called pivotal joint, ball and socket joint, hinge joint and gliding joint. Already we know that hike bones are present in the ankle joint is also called ankle. So here one type movement, so it is also hinge joint, C option. The major function of the invertebratal disc is to absorb shock, string the vertebrae together, prevents injury, prevents hypertension. Absorb shocks is the major function of which one of the following pairs of chemical substances is correctly categorized? A. Calcitonin and thymosin, thyroid hormones, pepsin and prolactin, two digestive enzymes secreted in stomach, propionine and myosin, complex proteins in striated muscles, secretin and rhodopsin, polypeptide hormones. So here, which one of the following pairs of chemical substances is correctly categorized? Propionine, myosin, or generally it is the correctly matched. It is correctly matched and the others are wrong. The functional unit of a contractile system of a striated muscle is the functional unit of contractile system of a striated muscle is A. Sarcomere, B. Z-band. Z-band means the dark line present between the I-band, middle of the I-band is called as Z-band. So here the 19th one, sarcomere. Joint between bones of human skull is hinge joint, synovial joint, synovial joint, cartilaginous joint, fibrous joint. So joint between the bones of human skull is connected, so they are not able to move, and they are completely the fibrous joints. They are the fibrous joints. So fibrous joints is present between the skull of the bone. Here the option is D. Which one of the a certain part of a normal human skeleton, parietal bone and temporal bone of the skulls are joined by the fibrous joint. First vertebra is axis which articulates with the occipital condyles. The 9th and 10th pair of ribs are floating ribs. Glenoid cavity is a depression to which the thigh bone articulates. Parietal bone and temporal bone of the skull are joined by fibrous joint. First vertebra is axis which articulates with the occipital condyles. So from the given options, if you see, parietal bone and temporal bone of the skull are joined by fibrous joint, that already we know that. So this and the other options are wrong because of this. They are atlas and axis will articulate. So here the answer is option A. Which of the following is an autoimmune disorder? Already we know that myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune because of its self-destructive immune system only that will be destroyed. Myasthenia gravis. Myasthenia gravis is the which is a autoimmune disorder. The joint in our neck which allows us to rotate our head left to right is pivotal joint, hinge joint, saddle joint, ellipsoid joint. So already you know that from here to here the joint present is called as a pivotal joint. So the answer for that is pivotal joint. Read the following statements carefully and select the correct ones. Cardiac fibers are branched with one or more nuclei, smooth nucleus or unbranched and cylindrical. Skeletal muscles can be branched or unbranched. Smooth muscles are non-striated. So from the given options, which one will be the most suitable option for this? When you see that, how many are correct from this? So here cardiac fibers are branched with one or more nuclei. They are spindle shaped and they are intermediate muscles with single nuclei. They are not branched. They are not branched. Smooth muscles are unbranched and cylindrical. They are unbranched. They are in the shape of a cone or spindle shape. Skeletal muscles can be branched or unbranched. Skeletal muscles are only branched and they are unstriated muscles. So here only fourth option is right. So A option. This is right and only A option is right. A cricket player is fast chasing a ball in the field. Which one of the following groups of bones is directly contributing in the movement? Femur, malleus, tibia, metatarsals, pelvis, ulna, patella, tarsals, sternum, femur, tibia, fibula, tarsals, femur, metatarsals, and tibia. Tarsals means is running fast, chasing a ball. So running means is concerned to the leg, and in the leg you can see the tarsals, metatarsals, tarsals, femur, and thigh bone all are present. Tibia, fibia are present. So here fourth option, D option, fourth option. Which of the following statement is incorrect with respective to bone if bone is kept in HCl? Bone becomes soft. Bone, if bone is kept in HCl, it becomes soft. Bone is made up of 60 to 70 percentage organic matter and 30 to 40 percentage inorganic matter. If bone is heated, then the organic part disappears and inorganic part is retained. Hydroxyapatite salts and fluoropatite salts are found in matrix. So from this, here bone is mostly made up of organic matter, that is calcium and its derivatives. So here the bone is made up of generally bone is made up of 60 to 60 and 70 percentage inorganic matter and 30 to 40 percentage organic matter. So the reverse, bone is made up, this is the wrong option. Right option answer is bone is made up of 60 to 70 percentage inorganic matter, that is mostly calcium, and 30 to 40 percentage organic matter. So the answer is incorrect option is B1. Incorrect option B1. Answer is the highlighted part. One of the following is a location of most abundant cartilage in the human body. Tracheal rings and costal cartilages, invertebral disc and pubic symphysis, pinna and tip of nose, pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. So tracheal rings, and one of the following is the location of most abundant cartilage. So the above cartilage is mostly present in the tracheal rings and costal, that is hyaline cartilage. The answer for this will be tracheal rings and costal rings. Upon preventing acetylcholine from diffusing across a neuromuscular junction, which one of the following will not result? So, no action potential will be produced in the affected muscle fiber plasma membrane. The endoplasmic reticulum releases calcium ions into the cytoplasm. Myosin will not bind to actin in the affected muscle fiber. The affected muscle fiber will fail to contract. So, here coming on to the 28th question. The no action potential will be produced in the affected muscle fiber. It is produced. So, first option is not right. Will not result means here we should think about the endoplasmic reticulum releases calcium ion into the cytoplasm. The sarcoplasmic reticulum releases calcium ions into the muscle fiber. So your B option is the unappropriate option or not. This does not happen. Muscle A and muscle B are the same size, but muscle A is capable of much finer control than muscle B. Which one of the following is likely to be true of a muscle A? So when you look onto this 29th question, it contains fewer motor units than muscle B. It has larger sarcomeres than muscle B. It is controlled by more neurons than muscle B. Controlled by fewer neurons than muscle B. Muscle A and muscle B are same size, but muscle A is capable of much finer control. That is because of the neural control system it happens. So here the answer for this is it is controlled by the more neurons than the muscle B. Much discussion of muscle is related to striated muscles are also important for protecting and nourishing striated muscle cells, conveying action potentials from nerve endings to the deepest parts of the striated muscle. Involuntary activities such as movement of food in the gut and controlling the blood pressure, sheathing the striated muscles so that they do not damage each other as they slide past one another. So coming on to this particular question, the smooth muscles are also important because they are involuntary functions like the movement of food and the gut and controlling the blood pressure is done by most we will discuss about the striated muscles, but smooth muscles are also important in the most of the involuntary functions which has to be happen in the body. So with this we'll stop for the day.